Now, as I'm doing this video right now, CNF Post just gave out a report with the data coming from China Passenger Association showing the NEV retail sales from the 1st to the 12th. As soon as we notice that the retail sales for new energy vehicle cars in China, which was this 206,000 from the 1st to the 12th, was down 50% from the same period last month, meaning that the kind of sales that we saw coming from the new energy vehicle sales, or the sales that were generated by the new energy vehicles, it is down 50% from the number that we saw from the 1st to the 12th last month. This means that on average, or most new energy vehicle car companies are struggling in terms of sales, or are seeing their sales dropping. And this is the case because if you have a look at the insurance registrations, you'll notice that the sales are low, the numbers are low, which might be signaling that there is an issue of demand right now in January, which is something that we always or we usually see at the beginning of each year. We usually see the demand for cars low, but obviously after Q1 or at the end of Q1, which is in around March, we usually start seeing recoveries from these markets or car market globally. Now, this 50%, when I read this, I began to understand what was happening, because I think the only company, honestly I will say it, the only new energy vehicle company that is doing pretty well or pretty decent, which though they have dropped from their all-time deliveries or weekly insurance registrations, is XPeng. XPeng continues to do pretty well, pretty decent. Otherwise, the others, that is your Tesla, your Xiaomi, your Lioro, your Aito, they are all struggling in terms of weekly sales. If you check the kind of insurance registrations they were reporting in December versus the ones that they are reporting now, you and me can agree that there is a decline. There is a decline coming from the insurance registrations, which therefore supports this decline of retail sales from the 1st to the 12th of 50%, down 50%. So I know to Nio, for Nio it's a bit worse, because the insurance registrations, especially for this past week, they came at 3,300, and that number did not excite the new investors. Truth be told, new investors were not excited. Yes, we saw other numbers were also pretty low, but 3,300 for Nio didn't make it for most of the investors, which was something that was not good. But again, as I've said yesterday, we cannot say we are leaving Nio because of the insurance registrations for 1 week. There is no way we can make a final decision to say we are selling all of our equities, or I'm selling all of my equities, based on what Nio sold under the insurance registrations, or on the insurance registrations report yesterday. Let's see what Nio produces for the month. Let's see what Nio produces for February and March. March, you would know that it's a very important month for Onvo, because they are targeting to sell plus 20,000 deliveries on that month, which is something that of course we look forward to, and we'll be closely monitoring that. So it is not all said and done for Nio. It is still going to, things are still going to improve. For previous video I was talking about the camouflaged L7 or L8, which obviously will be the upcoming Onvo models, which will be one of the models that are coming onto Onvo this year, which we look forward to that. I mean, if there's one thing that I know, is that even though the first half of this year might not bring what we expect, the second half will be much better. This is something that I know, and that will come. I mean, Onvo this year, like I always say, it is expected to sell 220 or plus 220,000, Nio 218, Firefly 50,000, which that takes Nio to 500,000 deliveries, which is something that obviously we look forward to. I mean, Nio is a company that is going to sell very well this year. It's amongst the companies that are going to sell very well. If I remember very well from the projections made by Deutsche Bank, is that Nio is going to sell 450,000, and they excluded, obviously, or that number excludes the Firefly sub-brand. Then they say XPeng is going to sell, I think, 400,000, and obviously it will be a 110% increase year over year for them. And today, Goldman Sachs for Xiaomi, They said Xiaomi this year they believe they will sell 350,000 deliveries, and next year their delivery is going to 655,000. So competition is still going to be very tough for all new energy vehicle companies, because Xiaomi is going to launch their first SUV called, I think, YU7 somewhere in June, July, and that of course is going to stir up also the entire market. And whilst we talk about the L7, L8 that are coming, which are also going to cause a stir up, other brands are also preparing for their own models that they are planning to launch this year. I mean, XPeng is also going to launch a model called the G7, which, of course, that model, I think it's going to stir up the fire in this fierce competition that we are seeing on the new energy vehicle space. Nio is launching a fleet of new models in the second half, which that again, in as much as those models will be a bit pricey compared to the ones that I was telling you now, they are going to stir up the entire new energy vehicle market, which there's just so much that is expected to take place this year. And all this makes me to look forward to the second half of this year, and I still maintain on the fact that in the Q4 is going to be the first quarter when Nio turns to profitability. I still stand by this. I still maintain this because of what's coming. And yeah, I mean, Nio yes promised us full year profitability coming next year, but me in Q4, I think we can expect some very good, interesting things to come, and I look forward to that. And yeah, hopefully things go very well. So I am happy, I'm excited. Blue Sky is coming, long term will win. I know some of you might be worried about what will happen on Nio, but after me telling you all about all this, I think we most definitely need to brace ourselves for what's coming, because Blue Sky will come. We shall be rewarded. Ignore the day-to-day movements. $4, I know Nio is trading around there, but it's an opportunity for you and me to go in and load the boat. And obviously, again, if you feel tired, you can trim, you can sell, you can do whatever you want, because I am not authorized to tell you what to do. But all I can tell you is that obviously Blue Sky is coming. I'm going to load the boat because I know that we are definitely going to be rewarded. That's all from me, man. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell that at least to get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Blue Sky is coming. Long term will win. That's all from me. And God bless you all.